Hello and welcome to my third round of the Autumn Open Championship. In this round, I'm playing black against Sean, who's a 1650. And yeah, he's probably around like 13, 14. And he starts off with the move e4. I play d5, the Scandinavian defense. This is my main weapon, so I'll stick with it. Knight f6, the modern variation. And he plays knight c3. This move I've actually seen quite a few times in tournaments. I think it's because my opponents don't really want to risk that much by going into something more chaotic like c4 or d4. So they play knight c3. I takes, and takes with the queen. This is just like a very comfortable position for black to play. They've developed the queen, and now it's white's turn, but it's 0-0s. There's not even really anything here for white. Knight f3, bishop to g4, and bishop e2. This move is just kind of passive. It allows black to get easy development here. Play knight to c6. Sorry. He plays h3. I'm just trying to kick my bishop a little bit. I played bishop to h5. And g4 ideas are here if he ever really wants that. But right now he just castles, and I castle. Nothing too crazy. d3. Again, this move is pretty passive. It allows me to play this nice e5 move, gaining control of the center here. And my position's just looking a little bit nicer. Plays bishop to e3. And now I play this move f5. f5 is, again, taking more control over this central space here. And it's also potentially preparing a kingside attack, right, with f4, g5, and start a pawn storm here. He plays a3, and this is kind of trying to create a queenside attack. Because we've castled opposite sides, this means that there's a lot of potential for pawn storms on either side, kingside attacking possibilities, queenside attacking possibilities. Yeah. And this move just tries to prepare b4, because you can't play b4 immediately because it'll hang, and you don't get enough compensation for the pawn. So I play f4 here. This move's nice. It kicks back the bishop, but what the engine likes better is just this move g5. And this is a little bit hard to play as a human. It just sacrifices this pawn, and then the engine just wants like rook e8 and attacking like just straight down the center. That's a little bit funky. I feel like the more natural move here is something like rook d7 and then bringing the rook over here. This is still playable, still findable, but just a little bit weird. So I play f4. He plays bishop back, and I play g5. And now this is sacking this pawn here because I'll get the rook onto the open g file, and I'll get attacking possibilities here. He takes, we trade bishops, and then I play rook g8. Obviously, I'm taking this open file here, and I'm threatening all kinds of things behind this knight here. And here, like it said in the title, totally winning in 15 moves is because my opponent plays what looks like a normal move, knight f3. But this is just a total blunder because I have the really nice move, knight to d4. It's hitting both the queen and the knight at the same time. And you can't just take because queen takes is checkmate. So he just plays queen to d1, and I play knight takes f3 check. And you can already see the M in the eval bar right here. It's really nice. Really nice. He plays king h1, which is literally the only move that's not giving up the queen. And here, I missed the absolutely beautiful move, rook takes g2, sacrificing the rook. This move is just gorgeous. It's so good. Because if king takes, you just have knight here check and mate. If instead White does nothing. Say if they play something like b4, you have this nice Arabian mate on the side here, with the knight supporting the rook. And if instead White plays like queen takes, this is technically the longest prolonging of mate. You just play this. So yeah, that'd be a really nice idea. I wish I'd seen that. At this point, I kind of just like, I'd zoned out of this game. Anything is winning. And so I tried to get a little bit fancy here. I played knight to e1. And this is just putting more pressure on this g2 pawn. But he plays the best move. He plays f3. I play knight takes. Plays rook here, threatening to take my knight. I get another piece into the attack. I allow him to take back. Material is technically equal here, but I play rook takes g8, and then I play this move rook to g1. And the best move, honestly, for him here is just to trade the bishop and rook for the queen and give up this pawn. This is technically the best he can do, but this is clearly losing. I mean, I have a pawn and a queen for a bishop and a rook, and my queen is in. It's really not going to be a fun endgame for him to play. Instead, he plays bishop to e1, just covering the queen. And I play this really sexy move right here, which is queen to g8. Just the nice retreating move to set up all the mates over here. He plays queen e2, and I have two checkmates here, but I just choose the classy rook to h1 check, sacrificing the rook, and queen to g1 as mate. Here I also had queen to g3 check, bishop has to take, and then pawn takes his mate. Both two really solid options. But yeah, that was this game. It's a shame that he played knight f3, because if he played like knight e4, this still definitely would have been a fighting game. This would have been a really interesting game to play, and yeah, really, this would be an interesting battle right here. Like the knight comes to d4, and then something like this. All kinds of stuff. Just a very interesting position. But he blundered. I was winning in 15 moves. Had that mate in the evaluation. But yeah, it's a really nice game. So that was my round 3. And in the next round, I'm going to be playing the sister of my first round game. So in the first round, I played against like 11-year-old boy. And in this round, I'm going to be playing his 13-year-old sister. So yeah, I'll see you then. Peace.